And then we get to the contract signing, which they, again, have to do to stretch things out because these things are always good for about 15 minutes of blah, 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 blah. But at least it was Gunther and Tommaso Ciampa. And except for the fact that he wasn't wearing any socks, which made him look even more baggy, does Gunther in a suit look like every picture of an NWA champion from the 1940s?
Gunther in a suit looked like a classic wrestler, but it made it work for modern times. But like you said, when he stood up and you look at his feet, it just looked really weird, like off. It just looked totally off because of the no socks.
But when he was sitting at the table with the Dick York haircut and the black jacket and tie and the white shirt.
The problem is I didn't recognize the no socks until he had just gotten done putting down Ciampa's outfit. I look at the way you dress to come meet me, and then he stands up again, you know, I'm wearing socks. Yeah. You shouldn't say anything.
Well, but Tommaso still was.
Unless you're wearing flip-flops. If you're wearing flip-flops, you can pull it off. But when you're wearing shoes but no socks, it looks awful.
I agree with you, but if you'd have been wearing flip-flops at a contract signing, you'd have still looked like a bum.
That Jimmy Snuka was quite the bum.
Well, but nevertheless, Tommaso did look like very unkempt, unfashionable, an unmade bed. But nevertheless, you know, Tommaso did a promo, and he's very good, and I like his work, but does it seem like that he just comes and goes to get plugged into something every once in a while and somebody beats him? I don't know that they have done a lot to where the people would have some doubt. In the match, which we'll talk about later, they actually gave him some, but was this an attraction because of the way they've used Tommaso? Does anybody think he's going to end the reign of the longest running Intercontinental Champion ever? That was the...
It is good, though, that they're now... Because it seems, at least for now, they've moved on from the Gable thing. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying they gave that a few weeks. They made it serious. It didn't work out. He's on to his next opponent. I like that they're kind of making each opponent a serious thing now for him.
Well, I don't... I'm not saying they shouldn't do that. What I'm saying is they should make each opponent a more serious thing for him by making his opponents more serious first. Why didn't they have Tommaso out there for the last 4 or 5 weeks while he was interacting with Gable, just beating people every week?
But the other problem... Well, the problem
I know we missed a Raw, and I know that we skipped some things that are just blah, but I usually keep an eye out for Ciampa, and I haven't seen a repeated weekly push of Ciampa to make him an Intercontinental Champion or Continental title challenger for a TV main event.
See, he looks like he could be like crazy in a fight and kick some ass. He looks like he's from like a homeless encampment. He looks like he's got this look, and then he gets on the mic, and what does he say? Not, I'm going to kick your ass. He says, this is my childhood dream to be the Intercontinental Champion since I was 5 years old. Everyone's doing that promo. Everyone is doing that promo.
That's the other thing, is that it's not, again, like you said, it's about my childhood dream to do this, because Vince is still mimicking his push of Shawn Michaels' childhood dream in 1996. But yes, it's correct. Tommaso, and he's a badass, and he's in incredible shape for real, as well as looking the part. And he was trying to put oomph in this, but he doesn't look like a guy that you would care about his childhood dream, nevertheless. And they milked around, and then Tommaso said, because I wrote, this is taking a while. Tommaso tells him to sign the contract. I wish he would. And then Tommaso says they don't have to wait. We can do it tonight. And Gunther signs the contract, and it'll take place tonight. And then Gunther slaps him, and Tommaso tackles him, and they have a fight, and Gunther rolls out. And that took a while. But we got the match later on.